Hi everyone, it's Ariane with my 9th process video, and I'm scrapbooking a Christmas photo. I know it's May and I'm scrapbooking Christmas, but I had run out of my Scraptastic kit. I had used it all, so I decided to pull out some Christmas pictures and scrap them. And now that I have a video camcorder, I can start making process videos again. So this is a photo of my son on Christmas Eve. He's all excited. He's just cuddled up on the couch. And my background paper is by October Afternoon. It's called Let It Snow from the Silent Night collection. And now I'm putting my photo, matting it on a paper also from October Afternoon, Carol of the Bells from the Silent Night collection. And the green is from the Make It Merry collection called Make a Star. And I'm gonna triple mat this photo. Trying to use up this paper. This paper is all from my stash. I got all of these in Santa Sac when October Afternoon was having a sale on their blog, and I got the fifth Santa Sac, so I got quite a few Christmas papers in there, so I wanted to use them up. And had these photos. This one is from the year 2000, so my son is just a little guy. And the paper that I'm cutting up right now, it is so cute. It has all these little Christmas mice on with some Christmas decorations. And it's from the Silent Night collection. It's called Old Lang Syne. And I just love this paper. So I fussy cut a few of them. And I really enjoy fussy cutting lately. I've just been having so much fun adding. It's almost like having your own embellishment, and just adds a lot of personality and dimension to your page. And I've been really enjoying it. And when I go to my local scrapbook store lately, I look for papers that I can do fussy cutting, because I really have been enjoying that. So right now I only have 2 of the little mice fussy cut, but I'm going to choose another one and fussy cut this one. So this whole layout took me about an hour. About an hour, yeah, just about an hour to do. Maybe an hour and 10 minutes. And I'm just learning my new camera. So it's gonna take me a little while. I was using my iPhone to do my process videos before, and I just didn't really like using it, and it just wasn't working out for me. So now I have a new video camera. My husband gave it to me for Mother's Day. Yay! He gave it to me a couple days early. I was so excited. And so I'm using again for that big square of paper, Carol of Bells from the Silent Night collection. And I am using a chipboard sheet, also from October Afternoon, and I got it in that Santa Sac as well. It's a chip and stick sheet from the Make It Merry collection, and there's a few elements that I still had left, and I wanted to use some of those on here. And I use my powder tool to take away some of the stickiness. I tried to push them through so that I could keep the paper backing, but some of them I couldn't do it. And my glue was was giving me a hard time for this layout. I'm using the Scotch Quick Dry, which is my favorite glue, and I use it all the time, but sometimes it just doesn't want to come out of the bottle. So I'm using that tag. And here, these are a bunch of cut apart. Some of them are Ormaloo, and some of them are from Evilicious. I got those in on a Boxing Day sale also. I don't end up using any of those for this one. Those die cuts are from October Afternoon, and they are holiday style flour sack, and they're just pretty much die cut shapes. Some of them have pictures on them, but mostly they're just like shapes cut out of pattern paper, and I've used them on a few of my layouts for Christmas. And here I am distressing it with my Prima distress tool that I got in the last Scraptastic kit, but it just didn't go with, the distressing just didn't go with this layout. So at first I decided I'm going to outline it in red, but my red Sharpie markers, it's dry. So I take out my gray Sharpie, and that adds just enough to it without taking away too much from the element, because it goes on a little bit darker, but then when it dries a little lighter, but it just adds that definition that I needed. And I'm not like super careful when I outline. I like to do a double outline though, it's just so that it adds a little bit more definition to my shapes. And now I decided that I'm going to outline some of these papers. So I just take everything off. And at the end of this video, I'm going to share 3 more layouts that I've made with these papers and this collection. I didn't have my video then, my video camera, so I made them before I had the video. But I thought, you know, since I'm making process video for one Christmas, I might as well just share them all together. So I didn't get memory with my camera. My video camera, you need a memory card, and I'm just using one that I had at home, and it's really small. It doesn't have very much memory, so my video stops, and then I have to download what I've recorded and then delete and then start again taping, because I don't have a big enough memory card yet. I will get one, so that'll make it a little easier. But right now it only videotapes for about 15 to 20 minutes, so that's kind of annoying. But I'll get that figured out. And now, as you can see, I use some of that Scotch foam tape to put those shapes together, and it kind of gives it a little bit of dimension. And then I use the foam tape to also glue my little mouse on the Christmas bell. And I just love this foam tape. I got my roll at Home Depot, and I'm so glad that I found it locally, because, you know, I live in Canada and sometimes shipping is really expensive, especially if the item is bigger and the weight is bigger. I know some people get the rolls from Custom Crops. This roll here, the tape is wider and the roll is smaller. It costs like $12 in Canada at Home Depot. I'm sure they sell it at other different places too, like Lowe's or whatever. But I thought it was perfect for me. So I've used it a lot since I've got it. Oh, and here, of course, I was outlining on my background paper, and I kind of went off my shape, and I was like, I should know better than doing that. So here I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to lay this out in the corner. Trying to make another little cluster down there. Of course, my glue's not working properly. It's not coming out. So here I'm looking for another element to put underneath, just to make the cluster look better, I guess. Kind of give a shelf for the mouse to be sitting on. That's what I was thinking in my head anyways. And I have this music note tag, and this came from, I think it was a Teresa Collins a punch out sheet with all kinds of Christmas die cuts, and I had taken it all apart and put it with my die cuts, so I think that's where that comes from. I had used some of the elements for Christmas cards out of that sheet, so I had a few items left. So here I am putting some of that foam tape on that little mouse, and I'm gonna glue the tail because the tail was loose, was kind of just hanging there, and because it's such a delicate piece, I wanted to make sure it was attached to the page so that when I put it in my page protectors it wouldn't tear off, because it's cute. I want the tail to be there. And this is a bow that came from the chipboard stickers that I had from October Afternoon. And that memories tag is also from that Teresa Collins die cut sheet. And I think it's from the Santa's List collection as well. Same as the stickers that I'm going to use for my title. So I'm just gluing some of these snowflakes that were part of the chipboard sheet of stickers from October Afternoon. I have this 24 and just trying to figure out where I want to put it. And I decided to put it by the lower mouse. And my son in this photo, he's drinking pop. Oh, he used to be so bad for that when he was little. If we had pop in the house, he would sneak it and drink as many cans as he could. He used to drive me crazy. I had to hide it because he would just he wouldn't eat anything and he would just drink pop, and then he'd be like, oh, my stomach hurts, and I'd be like, Bradley, did you steal any pop? And he'd be like, no, of course. And he did. He always did. And these are some flags that were part of that Teresa Collins Santa's List die cut sheet. And so I glue them down and I pop them up a little bit just at the ends with some foam tape. I outlined them too, just so that it kind of helps them stand out a little bit. I'm really into outlining lately. I seem to be outlining everything. And I look to see if I can make these bells work, but it doesn't make it on the page. And now I pull out that sticker sheet, that Teresa Collins sticker sheet, and trying to make a couple of the elements fit. I use one that says believe, and then I use that one that has a tree on it and it kind of points down to the tree, and a little tab to put behind it to kind of give it dimension. And I think this is where I'm going to start putting down my title. And I decided to go with It's Almost Christmas. And I'm going to use some of those tile letters for the It's Almost. And I'm just going to put my title over the flags. And here I am going on my phone to make sure I'm spelling this correctly because it's really late. I always scrapbook late at night. And I'm like, oh, is that how you spell almost? I know, but my brain wasn't functioning and I just had to make sure I didn't spell it wrong. And here I'm looking in my stash to see if I can find some thickers that I can spell Christmas in, and then my camera's gonna die, and because I have no more memory. And here you go. Now I come back, and while I was downloading, I picked these silver thickers. They are called Reindeer Glitter Chipboard Thickers by American Crafts in silver. So I thought they work perfectly with this layout. And so I really like the way this page is coming about, and I decided to use some of the asterisks that were on that thicker sheet, and I used 3 of them. Put them with my clusters, and here I pull out of my stash some sequins, and I just kind of sprinkle them. These are silver, and I got these at Joann's actually when I was down there. I went to the States last week, and I didn't pick up very much, but these were only 99 cents, so I figured, why not? Sometimes I like getting packages of sequins that are only one color, not the mix packs. That way, if I just want to use that color, especially gold and silver. And I was going to use the Zots that I have, but they were too big for these because these sequins are really tiny. And so I had to use my glue, and some of them were facing the wrong direction, and I couldn't get them to glue down. I had a hard time getting them to turn around, but I got them all on there. And I was just about to put some mist on my layout, but then I decided I need to outline it on the outside. So I do that with my gray Sharpie. And now I'm going to add some mist. So this is tinsel. And I don't add a lot of mist on this layout, just a little bit. And then I use the Sweet Cherry by Heidi Swapp. Both of them are from Heidi Swapp. And that's my layout. So here I'm going to slow it down so that you can see close-ups. And I really enjoyed, I didn't do any journaling yet on this layout, but I will. I really like how this layout turned out. It's really cute, and I just love those little mice, Christmas mice. They're so cute. And here I have my 3 other layouts that I made, mostly using the October Afternoon, same stuff that from the same collections, the Make It Merry and the Silent Night. And see, I cut out some of those mice for that layout as well. And that was of my first ever turkey dinner, the one that I cooked. And this layout is Christmas morning, and that's another October Afternoon page. And all those stars are from that ephemera pack, the same one that I used on the process video, the holiday style flour sack. And I use some wood veneers from Scraptastic as well on that. And then this one here, also Christmas morning, the kids all taking a picture, and that cat is from the chipboard sheet, the October Afternoon one from Make It Merry. And so is that big chair with the kids singing Christmas carols, also from that. And the wood veneers from Scraptastic, and some spray mist and some homemade enamel dots. So those are my layouts. I hope you enjoy my video, and thank you so much for watching, and hopefully I'll have another video for you soon. Okay, bye.